Hi everybody, we're back! I feel like I haven't filmed in so long. I mean, obviously there's still been a video every week, but for me it's been a bit longer since I've filmed. I've just been very busy and I had a little weekend getaway with friends where we walked and just had a great time. But today we're back and we're gonna do the mid-year board game tag. I'm so excited. Reggie from Rolling Reggie, he's the one that tagged me. And this also marks me and Reggie's like 1 year friendship anniversary, which is so fun because last year he tagged me in the mid-year board game tag. And that's kind of like how we started talking more and started playing games online on BGA. So it just feels like a special time and I'm excited to do this tag potentially every year. I also think it's good to just reflect and think about these questions just because it sets things a little bit more in perspective, but also it's difficult, okay? It's hard to answer these questions, but I'm gonna try my best, as I always do for you guys. So let's start. So we have question number 1, which is, what is your favorite game so far this year? This doesn't have to be like a new game that came out this year. It's just like, which game have you been enjoying the most? I am gonna do a new game that came out this year, and that is Deep Regrets. So I love Deep Regrets. People know this about me already. I'm a huge advocate of the game and I talk about it a lot, and I love the solo mode. I think the solo mode is incredible and I've just been really enjoying it. I've played it quite a bit, mostly solo. I've played it multiplayer as well. I love both, but I do prefer the solo mode to the multiplayer, which is controversial. But you know, we're here for all the controversial opinions because why not? But yeah, I love Deep Regrets. It's a like cozy horror fishing game where you're out at sea trying to fish, but there's normal fish, but there's also creepy crawly creatures out there. So it's a really great combination of two things I love, which is cozy games, but also creepy, disgusting things. So yeah, it's perfect for me. I love it. If you haven't played it or haven't seen it around, go check out the creator and the publisher, TEDx Games. Judson Cohen is the designer of the game, and I'll leave everything linked below so you can go check them out if you want to. On to the second question, we have, what is your most played game? Now, I looked on BG stats to see what my most played game was this year so far, and I was actually really surprised. Obviously I shouldn't be, but still. So I'm gonna list 2 games, one solo and one 2-player. My most played game is a 2-player game. Who am I? I know, it's like I always say like, oh, 2-player games, I don't really play them, I don't get the chance to, but I have been playing a lot of SkyTeam with one of my best friends on BGA. So we've been playing it online and we just have like the Discord chat open and we voice chat and play SkyTeam. So that's my most played game. But my second most played game, so we have to do a physical one as well, of course, and that is Chronologic, which I thought was a little surprising, but I have played that game a lot. I finished the entire like levels, all the levels that come with the first box. There have been like releases of new levels for the first game. I don't know if they're available already or if they are just announced. And there's 2 new Chronologic games coming out as well, and I'm so excited for it because I really, really love Chronologic. I've been really enjoying that game a lot, as we can tell, because it's my most played. All right, question number 3. What was your biggest surprise? Well, there's only one game that really, truly surprised me this year so far, and that's Come Sail Away by saashi&saashi Games. Oh my goodness, I have known about saashi&saashi for a long time. And most of their games as at least the way I learned about Saashi and Saashi is that most of their games aren't soloable. So I never really looked into them too much. I was in Japan, obviously, so I looked at some of the games, but I didn't pick up any. And then I went to the UK Games Expo and I played their newest game, the Royal Evening Banquet, the Great Evening Banquet. Well, that one. I'll put up a picture. And I absolutely love that, but I've only played it once. But that could also be my biggest surprise. It's tight, but I only played the Great Evening Banquet once at the UK Games Expo. And I was just stunned into silence by how insanely amazing that game is. We just played it by chance. We walked by the booth. We were just looking at the games and a lovely girl there explained how the game was played. And I was like, oh my God, I need to play this now. And it wasn't even on my radar. And that's what I love so much about game expos, is discovering games that you hadn't even on your radar or you weren't even going to check out. And I just loved that game so much. And then someone, because I talked about it, someone told me Come Sail Away is similar. And I've had Come Sail Away in my hands in stores multiple times, and I was like, nah, this just doesn't look like something for me. I don't know. And then because someone told me like it's similar to the Great Evening Banquet, I was like, say less. I'm buying this right now. And I ordered it online straight away after the UK Games Expo, after buying like 100 games. And I bought it straight away, and I've been absolutely loving it. I've been playing it a lot. It's amazing. I don't even know what to call it. It's like, it's a puzzly game where you have a cruise ship and you're trying to put the passengers in spots on the ship where they want to be. That's the best way I can describe it. I'm gonna do a video on it, obviously. So that's coming hopefully soon. And then you can see what it's like, or you can obviously look up someone else's video that's already done it. But yeah, impeccable game, impeccable, flawless, 10 out of 10, no notes. Question number 4, which game's art and production has impressed you the most? I've gone with 2 again, because I can't choose, okay? It's too hard. Please, give me a break. Also, coffee break. So 2 games, we're starting with Mythwind. I have been loving Mythwind. I've played it a lot. I still haven't played all the characters yet. I really need to get on that. I need to get down to business on that. But I love the art of Mythwind, for sure. Nothing truly like mind-blowing, but beautiful artwork. But what really stood out to me for Mythwind is the production. The solo, I mean, it's not a solo only game, but for me, I've played it solo only so far. The setup is 5 seconds. It's like all these trays in a box, you take them out, you take the 2 trays or the 3 trays that you need, you put them down, and you can sit and play. I'm not kidding. That's all the setup that you have to do. Mind-blowing. And my second game I want to mention is Fate of the Fellowship by Z-Man Games. Mythwind is by Open Owl Studios, for those who don't know. I love Open Owl Studios. All the games that they've announced so far are looking spectacular, the Open Owl Studio games. So please go check out their Instagram or their website. Everything on their website looks insane, okay? Thank you. Moving on to Fate of the Fellowship. Okay, I'm digressing. This is what happens when I do chatty videos, okay? There's no structure. I just blab on. All right. Fate of the Fellowship. What an incredible game. Production-wise, insane. The components, insane. The artwork, too stunned to speak, okay? The art is just... And I find that so impressive with a game about Lord of the Rings, where most of us nerdy gamers, We know the characters so well. We've been watching the movies, at least for me, since I was very young. So the characters are imprinted in my brain. And to make artwork from something that's so big, but it's still feeling so true, but so fresh and new and right. I mean, I find it very impressive. And I think it's a big challenge for an artist to adapt and create characters, original characters in our own style from something that's so big and so huge that's been done a million times by a million other people. I just think that's very impressive. So the two artists that worked on Fate of the Fellowship are, I'm going to read their names from the screen because my brain, I can't. Jared Blando and Corey Godbey. So they did the art together, or maybe one of them did. I think one of them was the map designer. I'm pretty sure I've looked this up. So one of them, I'll put it on the screen, is the one that designed the whole map. That's like the player board, so the map of Middle Earth. And the other guy did all the character art and everything. So that's a good distinction to make. So yes, those are two games that really impressed me with their art and their game design. Very, very cool. Or production design, I should say. Question number 5. What has been your most reliable introductory board game? Now, this question I find a little bit difficult because I mostly play games with the same people and they're not introductory board game people. So I don't really need introductory board games, or I don't really perceive them that way, if that makes sense. But I think one game that I really want to show a lot of people that I think are not necessarily board gamers, and that I think people would really, really love and enjoy is Whispering Woods by Wonderbow Games. And it is an absolutely incredibly beautiful game, and the gameplay is so fun, so deceptively easy, but then very challenging at the same time. And it's a tile placement, and we all know that I love a good tile placement game. So there we go. Question number 6. What game do you want to get off of your shelf of shame in the second half of this year? Well, luckily for me, I'm usually quite good at managing my shelf of shame. I still have a couple games from the UK Games Expo that I need to play, but I feel like I've managed to slim it down quite quickly. Also because I'm just so excited to play everything that I play everything as quickly as I can. But the number one game that I'm so excited to get to, but that I really need to take my time with, and I want to take my time with, is Questiny, which is looking to be like such an amazing like dungeon crawler adventure game that you can play with friends, but you can also play solo, and I'm definitely gonna do a video on it. But yeah, I'm very excited to get to that, and I just haven't had a great moment to truly sit for it, unwrap it, unbox it, and like get to know the game. But I can't wait, and it's gonna be really good. I just know it. Question number 7. Which game of more than 10 years ago did you discover this year? Well, I don't really play a lot of older games, which might be my bad. I mean, I'm really definitely part of the cult of the new, as we say, but one of the games that I've discovered this year that I've played a handful of times, because it's a game that my friends own, so I don't own it myself, but that I've really enjoyed, is Viticulture. And it came out, I looked it up in 2015, so it's exactly 10 years old this year. So that's really great for me. For this video, I was like, which game did I discover that's 10 plus years old? I don't know. Viticulture. And I have really enjoyed Viticulture. I definitely want to play it more. I think we've played it like 2 or 3 times now. 2 times? I don't know. I'm not sure anymore. Maybe even, 2, I think. I don't know. But I really want to play it more. I do really enjoy it. I want to try different strategies. I think there's a lot of different ways that you can go about the game. And I mean, what can you do wrong with like a great worker placement? And I love wine. And I love Italy. The theme is great. yeah, I've really enjoyed viticulture. So that one I discovered this year. Question number 8. Which anticipated releases are you most excited for the second half of the year? I have so many games that I'm excited for. I could give you a list and it's going to be crazy. So I narrowed it down to 2 that are coming quite soon, hopefully, to my doorstep. We'll see. The first one is Storyfold Wildwoods by Open Owl Studios, which is a solo story playtime game. It's kind of reminding me of Island Something Shiny, which, as you guys know, I love Island Something Shiny. And it's like this book in Storyfold, it's a book. And you have cards and you play as this girl with her bear. She has a bear, say less. And it's like fairy tale, dark light themes. I'm excited. I'm just excited. And I can't wait for it to get here and to do like playthrough videos on it. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. And the second game I'm very excited for as well is Tend by Ivy Studios. I've talked about this game before. It's like a flip and write, but like crunchy, like Hadrian's Wall level crunchy flip and write. Maybe a little less crunchy. I mean, Hadrian's Wall is very crunchy, but we know you know what I'm talking about. So Tend, it's like a space farming exploration. It's like Stardew Valley in space board game vibes. You're like on a planet, like a strange planet, and you're farming and mining and discovering things, and you have inventory management and all the good stuff. So very excited, very, 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 very excited for that one as well. And then we have a bonus question, which is which video that you made this year is like your favorite. And I mean, I love just sharing my thoughts and my videos with you guys. And what I love most about my YouTube channel on its own is just chatting with you guys in the comments. It's just my favorite thing. And I think for me personally, when it comes to my videos, the videos I love the most to make are my vlogs, because even though my solo playthroughs are like what I'm, I guess, known for, that sounds so pretentious, but I love doing my solo playthroughs, but they're very simple to edit. So the filming process, you just sit and film, I play a game, and then I edit the video. And it's quite, it's a static video because I have just static cameras and it's just one thing and it's all the same. Which obviously nothing wrong with that, but it's quite boring to edit. Or at least the editing process doesn't require much of my creative brain, so to speak. And I've just really fallen in love with vlogging, with just the aspect of video making and thinking about shots and how to make them. And I've really fallen in love with editing as well, especially when it comes to vlogs where you can experiment more with certain shots or transitions, or just, I don't know, like I told at the beginning of this video, I said I had a weekend getaway with friends, which I also filmed just for ourselves. And I've made like a video about the weekend, just like a memory, kind of like a picture book, but a video of the weekend that we spent away. And I just love doing that. And even if it's not for YouTube, I've just really fallen in love with making videos and editing and the whole spiel of it all. So I love my vlogs the most, also because for me they're memories that I can look back on, and it's kind of like a diary of sorts, even when they're board game related. Like the UK Games Expo vlogs, I vlogged my time in Oxford as well, which wasn't really connected to board games that much, but for me it's gonna be so wonderful. In like a year's time, I can just watch those videos back and enjoy that and relive my time in Oxford and at the Games Expo. So that for me has really been a really great gift that YouTube has given me, because I wouldn't have started vlogging in this way if it wasn't for the YouTube channel. So yeah, all right, we're done. Sorry for this video that's going to be way too long for a tag video, but I just love chatting on and on about board games. I mean, that's obvious. And I'm gonna do another top 10 solo board games video soon. I'm very excited to film that, and I really want to share like my favorites of the past year. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon with a new video. Bye!